Welcome back to the Neoliberal Round podcast. We have a news update on the John Anthony Castro's case. This is actually a quick news brief or a quick news update because we actually just got a statement from John Anthony Castro who reached out to me in a text concerning the case and their plans to appeal. As you know, we published an article in the Neoliberal Journals day before yesterday, or 3 days ago, and also on the podcast here, the Neoliberal, entitled John Anthony Castro found guilty of all 33 counts on federal tax fraud. We did indicate in that on the podcast and in the article at the Neoliberal Journals that we had, before we published the article, we had reached out to John Anthony Castro's team. We couldn't get a hold of him or anybody from his team. We also reached out to for comments and reaction. We also reached out to the Department of Justice in Texas, Aaron Dooley, from the Media Affairs office there, because she had published an article, which was a press release concerning John Anthony Castro's conviction. We did email her. She responded in an email saying that they're not going to provide any more updates on the case as of yet, but probably later on. But Johanna Castro, the wife of John Anthony Castro, reached out to us and provided a statement regarding John's trial and their plan to appeal. Now, according to Johanna Castro's statement, and I quote, Unfortunately, we grossly underestimated the willingness of the government to twist the truth. In quote, they put two of John's former clients on the stand who lied and said they never provided any deductions, or they never provided certain deductions. Now, these two clients had separately and independently filed false and fraudulent returns. So they were basically forced into falsely accusing John's staff of fabricating deductions to avoid prosecution for their fraud. According to Johanna Castro, right now, we're working on an appeal to get a new and fair trial. Again, according to Johanna Castro, right now, we're working on an appeal to get a new and fair trial. But John is currently detained, so he is unavailable. Please keep us in your prayers and ask everyone to pray that John is granted a new trial to prove his innocence. And that's according to Johanna Castro. Message to Ronaldo McKenzie. Yours truly here at the Neoliberal. Now, we will continue to provide any updates on John's case and break any news when and if possible concerning his sentencing and appeal. Of course, John Anthony Castro was a contributor on the Neoliberal Round podcast series, Castro v. Trump, because, of course, he was the main plaintiff on the John Anthony Castro v. Donald J. Trump lawsuit, where he had sued Donald Trump concerning violating Section 6 of the 14th Amendment, of course, saying that he should be ineligible to run as president. Of course, John Anthony Castro is detained according to the story that we are hearing, but we'll continue to provide you with any updates. We here at the Neoliberal Round podcast, we have several other shows coming up. Martin Oppenheimer, we are yet to release that show, but we will release that shortly. We have resumed teaching teaching at Jamaica Theological Seminary in Caribbean Thought. We will release some of those classes when they become available after we have edited them. We also have to do another show with the Lakou Kajo people concerning content and learning and content creation in Haiti. That's going to be done in Creole. We are working on that one. That should be out shortly, in a couple of weeks, probably a week or two. My new book, Neoliberal Globalization Reconsidered, Neo-Capitalism and the Death of Nations, which is book 2 in the Neoliberalism book series, that should have been released, but we have deliberately withheld the release of it because we're doing updates on the book, and we're doing peer review and several other things to make sure that the book stands up to scrutiny and has reputational value. But that book should be released shortly, sometime this month. Of course, we continue to grow and develop. Support us. Visit us at theneoloball.com. Check out all our links and our feeds. Theneoloball.com provides a staple of information, and there is lots on our website. We also have a store page, which is store.theneoloball.com, where you can access our books and some of our services. You can visit us on any stream. Listen to this podcast on any stream. You can listen on YouTube. You can also you can visit us on any stream. You can listen on YouTube. Please excuse me. YouTube and iTunes, Spotify, so on and so forth. You can find your favorite stream by going to anchor.fm/theneoloball. And please support us. You can visit us at theneoloball.com and visit our store page or support page on the main menu. Or you can visit us at anchor.fm/theneoloball/support. We are the Neoloball Corporation. We are serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges by making popular what was the monopoly. What good?